Hi, good day, and welcome to another episode of Quickbooks Online for the South African version, brought to you by CFO Hire. In today's episode, I'll be speaking about the document names and how to change them to suit more the South African market. You'll notice the two main forms you'd like to change is the first one, which Quickbooks Online names as estimate. You'd like to change it perhaps to quote. And the second one is the invoice, which you send to your clients. You might want to change that to tax invoice. So let's get started. Okay, so firstly, the first thing you'll do is you'll log into your account. Now, for first-time users, you'd have to do this on your browser, and I prefer using Chrome. So you'll type in quickbooks.co.za, and quickbooks.co.za will take you to the South African version of Quickbooks Online. You'll see ZA at the end. Signing in either as a business owner, you'll use Quickbooks Online, or if you're an accountant, you'll use Quickbooks Online Accountant. Now, I've already done that, so I will then just click onto my Quickbooks Online, and my company name would be Tax Invoice. This is a sample company that I'll be using going forward for all my Quickbooks Online South Africa training. Now, today's training is all about document names and adjusting them to suit your needs and to suit the South African market. As default, QuickBooks, although shows quote as a function, the document name reflects the word estimate on top. And for some South African clients, they want to understand what estimate means. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to adjust that to reflect as quote. Now, to make a quote, we'll just make a dummy quote, and we'll send one to Joe Soap. Now, Joe Soap, we are a cleaning company, a cleaning company, so we will be sending him a quote on 1 hour of labor to clean his tank. So he's got a small tank. For 1 hour, we'll charge him 850 rand, and we'll save this quote. Now, notice it is quote on top, but if I print preview and see what the actual document shows, it says on top estimate. And this is what will reflect on your document also when you first log into your QuickBooks Online. Now, let's change that. Now, changing it is very simple. At the bottom, you'll notice you've got a thing called, or option called Customize. On Customize, you will then edit the current form that you have, which is your tick on standard form. So let's change the standard form, okay, by clicking on Edit Current. It will give you the option of design, content, and emails. Now, on content, you have three parts to the form. It's the top part, the middle part, and the bottom part. On the top part, under quote, where it shows estimate, let's click and write over it quote. And done. Now, if we go back to that quote and we click on print preview, let's really go back to that quote. On the quote, we'll click on print preview, and this time, instead of estimate, it will show quote, which we're happy with. Now, let's say you're in a situation and this guy actually accepts your quote, but he accepts it verbally. And you don't want to send a invoice, you know, us South Africans, we're famous for sending pro-forma invoices. Now, in QuickBooks Online, there is no such thing as pro-forma invoice. But there is a workaround by using the function of naming your documents. So let's go back to quote. And on that exact same quote, let's go back to the exact same quote we sent Joseph. We want to call it pro-forma invoice. Now again, we'll go to Customize at the bottom. And instead of going Edit Current, we will create our own new document by creating new style. And on new style, the same format will come up. However, this time we will be allowed to change the name of the form. So in my case, I'm going to change it to my pro-forma. And again, I'll go to content, and on top, I'll edit the top part, and where it says quote, I will say pro forma. Now, I have my very own pro forma invoice. I'll click done. If I go back to this document, and I click on print preview, let's change it to pro forma. Sorry. Another thing you have to look at is, although you change it to pro forma, it's actually good I made that mistake. You have to go back to customize, and you have to select pro forma. So you'll have to select pro forma, and you go to print preview, and now it will reflect print preview. So print preview will now show pro forma invoice, and this is what your client will see. Now let's go back and look at the different forms that one can create. If you go to plus, you can change the quote, you can change the invoices into your clients, and you can also change the sales receipt. In South African's case, I noticed that South Africans would like to reflect on the invoice to show tax invoice, and on sales receipt, would like to say paid invoice. Now, let's go to all the types of forms that we do have. And under that, you won't find it under Quick Create, you'll find it under your settings. So clicking on settings, you go to all your custom form styles. And now you'll notice you've got the standard ones and you've got the My Pro Forma one. If you want to make the My Pro Forma one a default, in a sense that you don't want to always click the button of customize to click the Pro Forma, you are welcome to then just change it to Pro Forma. So if I go back to my Quick Create and I go quote, and I make it a quote, let's just send another quote to Joseph, and you know what, he actually needs 2 hours of labor. Save it, and under customize you'll see that the Pro Forma was ticked off because I changed it the default to my Pro Forma. And if I click on print preview, it shows Pro Forma invoice, which is what we want. Now, let's send this to Joseph. We don't want to print it, no, we want to actually email this to him. So on QuickBooks Online, we can send this to his email directly without going into Outlook. We can send this directly from the accounting system. I will show you on another video how we can change the subject and the body of this email to default to a setting we'd like our clients to see, instead of always typing quote and changing the message. Let's send this to the client. You'll see email sent to joseph.com. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll definitely be sharing more videos on QuickBooks Online specific for the South African market. I'm Asad Patel from CFO Wahaya, and I hope you'll be joining us soon.